First of all, I think it's a positive thing. This should have been done a long time ago. It is understandable that in Pakistan, politicians from both sides, well, rather all sides, left, right, or center, they all use public sentiments against the United States sometimes to win over public support. But, most people do it very tactfully. They would make a statement or two, and then they withdraw and start talking about something else and move on to other issues. Unfortunately for Imran Khan, in the first few weeks after his government was toppled, it seemed that this is the only issue that could rile up the people and make them support his demand for the restriction of his government. So I think, this is my opinion, that he overplayed this card, the anti-American card. Yes, okay, the Americans conspired to bring you down, or okay, what they said about you at a diplomatic, not even a meeting, at a lunch here at the embassy, should not have been said. But, and you, as a politician, took advantage of a situation that you think would favor you. But it should have ended there after a statement or two. He kept harping on it, and as recently as last month, that there was a US conspiracy to bring down my government, and that those who brought him down, they were actually in cahoot with the Americans, and he even hinted that the armed forces were actually taking advice from Washington, and so were the opposition leaders, like PMLN and PPP and others, and they all got together. They banded together against him because that's what the Americans wanted them to do. Now, this is something he should have known will have repercussions, that it will bounce back, and it will not only hurt him, more than him, it will hurt Pakistan. He's a politician, he's an individual, he can say things and backtrack and say, okay, I didn't mean that, and he may correct his position quite rapidly. But a state, a country cannot do that. There are policies, there are perceptions, there are things that take years to build. So what has happened in Pakistan's case was that Pakistan is now regarded in the international community as a country where even informal diplomatic conversations are actually leaked to the media, given to politicians, and even sitting prime ministers. Imran was still in power, obviously, when he received this cipher. Even sitting prime minister actually can go public with secret documents and rile up people against a particular country for political gains. So, will other diplomats now meet Pakistani diplomats as openly as they used to? Will they come to Pakistani events at the Pakistan missions abroad as frankly as they used to? Will they actually say things that they used to? Because an embassy or a mission is also a listening post, where it is not just an official sort of an official thing where you only exchange official letters or you just state official positions. No, actually, a diplomat is, besides performing his official duties, is also expected to make friendships with the officials of that government, and to guess, to understand what that government is really thinking, what is happening beyond the official policy, and then keep its capital, in this case Islamabad, informed of the developments in the country where he is living in. And but if once others stop trusting you, then they will not be saying the things that they have been saying, and therefore your position as a listening post is weaken. Okay, then even more important than that is that you are seen as an irresponsible country that does not even follow diplomatic norms. And then, US-Pakistan relations were already tense. The tension that started in 2011 when Osama bin Laden was discovered in Abbottabad and was taken out by the Americans, those tensions have not had subsided, but they're still there. That there are Americans within the administration, outside the administration, in the academia, in the media, and even ordinary Americans who care about international issues, international relations. They do talk about it. When you strike a conversation with them, they do remind you that, look, Osama bin Laden was our enemy number one, and you were hiding him in Abbottabad, in close to your military base. Actually, that's what they say. So those tensions were already continuing, although they had subsided. And on top of that, this happened. That brought further strain on the bilateral relations. So I think it was a mistake. I think it is good that Imran Khan is now trying to correct those mistakes, and now he is trying to reach out to the Americans. The PTI has appointed a lobbyist in the US who not only reaches out to the US administration, but also I've also seen their statements issued to the US media. They go and meet. They have recently met a bunch of US congressmen and women and senators, and sort of trying to explain their position, trying to explain what Imran Khan meant when he said what he said, and all those things. So I think it is a positive development. It's a good development, and this is something that should have happened much earlier. But having said that, I must also underline the fact that it will not be easy for Pakistan. Imran Khan may get away with it, but it will not be easy for Pakistan to improve its image and to undo the damage that has been done by this statement or this claim. It will require a lot more work.